Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. A lot of people were asking me to put out part 2 to my Everything I've Ever Made series.
No,
so
they weren't.
Not one person asked. That's besides the point. Anyway, part 2 was in high demand, so I knew that I needed to deliver. Disclosures! The series name is a bit of a misnomer because if I were to actually put in this video everything I've ever made, we'd be here until my unborn children graduate from college.
For example,
this cranberry orange cake that I made for Christmas, this piñata that I made for my nephew's birthday, this other piñata that I made for my nephew's birthday, this painting, this blanket. You get the point. We are focusing on sewing only. For the sake of my own sanity, this video is really going to be more like everything I've ever made that I still have or can easily find a picture for. As much as I want to go totally in chronological order, that would require going on a deep dive through my photos that I am just not psychologically prepared to go through. With that in mind, I'm sure you can understand my dilemma, so I'm just going to be doing my best here. It's not like anyone actually, asked for this. So let's just get into it, y'all. Let's proceed. All right, y'all. So I am not going to bury the lead. What would the opposite of that be? Grave robbing the lead? Okay, let me stay on topic. Okay, so I'm going to step back so you can see it a little better and the light doesn't shine on it so bright. This dress is most definitely the best thing I've ever made, bar none. Baked, sewed, hit with a hammer. I've never made anything this beautiful before. And it is so tragic. Tragic might not be the right word for that. But I'm just kind of bummed because I do not fit into it anymore. I actually planned to narrate this whole video in this dress, but
that's clearly not gonna work out.
So this thing was an absolute behemoth to sew, and it's actually quite heavy because of the long ass train, which is spectacular and very, very impressive. Super, super flowy. Clearly, since this is a wedding gown, there were a lot of pieces to construct it, and then for each different piece, there were 3 different fabrics I needed to attach to one another with a basting stitch first. This was a gargantuan task to complete, and I'm such a procrastinator that I was still working on it till like the day before we got married. And then the veil I also made a day before the wedding, and that was during my bachelorette party sleepover. Super fun. I also made this mask, which I couldn't find on the day of, which was a pretty big disappointment. And then you can see now I put it in the wash and it's kind of got a lavender tint to it now, which I think is super pretty. So if the masks ever come back, I'm, set to go. I was really on one during that couple of weeks, and so I also made some pillows, like the cases and the literal pillows themselves, for my sister-in-law's backyard, which is where we had the reception. And unfortunately, I don't even have a picture of these myself, so maybe I'll go over there and take a picture, but it's been almost 4 years, so they've been outside in the sun. Oh, and I forgot the craziest part. Like, I sewed this whole thing, and everything that I'm showing in this little section here, well, not like, let me rewind. I literally had 3 pins. I have no idea why I did that to myself. I was buying all sorts of stuff, so it's not like I didn't want to buy them. I just neglected to do so, and then I sewed this whole situation with all the layers and all the whatever with 3 pins. I don't know. I was like on Survivor. I probably should have made it a reality TV show starring just me, and that means I can't really get eliminated, and I definitely win the prize money.
The winner of Survivor 46.
During that whole process, I sewed more in a row than I had ever sewn ever before. By far, it was an absolutely insane experience that definitely bolstered my confidence moving forward. But my eyeballs were most definitely bleeding on the day of my wedding for sure. I've been trying to film this part of the video for several days now, and I just have the banginest headache that a human being could have. And I don't think that the lighting setup that I have is helping me whatsoever.
Elia Martel.
Sorry, that was a bit graphic, but I think that gives you a pretty good idea of where my mind is at right now. Y'all remember 2020, right? A time of global disease and gardening. Economic downturn. Netflix and chill. State-sponsored violence against the public. And everybody was goth again, including me. The vibes were all over the place. Well, that was reflected in my sewing at the time as well. Okay, so I actually just turned it down a little bit, and that's a teeny bit better. Getting into the clothing itself, I sewed this dress and then tie-dyed it myself. And then made these jeans that kind of remind me of a circus tent, if you can see the bell bottoms. And then I had to wear them to work one time where I put heavy stuff in my back pockets, and the poor sons of did not make it. And that was around the time that I made these mix and match sets. However, I don't know where the leopard print pants went. They are definitely giving some Cheetah Girls, Bratz, Rock Angels energy. I don't know if I'll be able to insert it over here, but I did have some desire to try to sell these kinds of mix and match sets, but I definitely did not put in any kind of like research or real genuine effort towards that end. That just wasn't. So it never ended up happening. And then I was feeling pretty sciencey with these two options here. I've got some little shorts, and I have long since lost the bra. And then my lady scientist dress. Do you know what you call a lady scientist? A scientist. I got you. You probably had some other sexist ideas in your mind. And I know I said I was going to stick only with sewing, but I spent way too much time on this not to mention it in my little portfolio, so to speak. I cut up all my plastic bags, turned it into yarn, and then crocheted this into a top, which was extra impressive because I actually don't know how to crochet. I would try it on for y'all, but it's not closed in any way, shape, or form. But the idea was there, so I'll definitely have to revisit that in the future. Once again, strictly speaking, I did not sew these, but it's my video and you're watching, so we're gonna look at them. I made this little skirt, which I showed you in my goth energy area. I have these Futurama pants that, oh my God, they're so sticky. Okay, so it's really gotten chipped and faded. I'll show you some pictures. It looks really, really cute.
Remember me!
You up, Carbarella beat you up. Who to ship it up? You, Carbarella.
I've heard that line before.
And then the finished version of, God, these pants. Okay, and I'm inserting a picture so y'all can see a better version of that. So that's the denim section as well. If you haven't seen part 1 of my Everything I've Ever Made series, why not? Anyway, so a couple of the items that were not in the last video that I wanted to show off were the dress I made by hand in Costa Rica, which there is a YouTube video for. I'll be honest with y'all, that video's production value does leave something to be desired, but it has a great personality when you get to know it. So you might learn how to, sew something by hand. There's no machine involved, so it's a pretty approachable tutorial. And then I did show pictures of this, but this was the pasta romper that I made in high school. It was probably the 3rd thing I ever made on a sewing machine. And then this bad boy I also made by hand, and the ladybug's falling off. Oh well, I feel like a fisherman with my catch of the day. So I put all that stuff away, and I kind of just want to talk a little bit about my experience so far. I'm really feeling like, wait one sec. No. No way. Okay, just give me a minute, I'll tell him. All right. Just a sec, guys. Are we really gonna do this? Okay. Oh my God, guys. Something I need to tell you. I really didn't believe it when they told me, but you, dear viewer, have tuned in just in time to hear about our Celestial collection, available exclusively on Etsy at Entropy Oddities. No! Yes, ma'am. They do not know what they're in for. Understatement of the year, Bev. This collection is made from an ultra luxe pure plush fleece with gold foil zodiac designs. Stunning, stunning. I know. And each piece is designed and handmade. Handmade? Yes, Bev, this is near bespoke couture for a fraction of the price. You're joking. I'm not. You're joking. I'm not. This top, normally $45, already a steal. Bev, I couldn't agree with you more. But listen, get this. When you use code FIRST15, you get this tank top, handmade, $38.25. Unbelievable. Get 15% off your first order with Entropy Oddities on Etsy when you use code FIRST15, and everything could be 15% off. It's unreal. Well, that's affordable luxury that you just can't pass up on. There's so many occasions that you could wear this outfit for. The mall, your next cruise, a graveyard picnic. Okay. Listen, the best part, and you are not gonna believe this, but I even wear the top to sleep and wait for this, to work. I mean, it's just that comfortable. Okay, order me too. Okay. This top and more styles are available on my Etsy shop, Entropy Oddities, available for purchase today, right now. 2 seconds from now, it could be yours. All right, I'll admit it. I tricked you into watching a commercial for my Etsy shop, but it's my channel. I can do that, okay? Anyway, please go check it out. Please. Just go, okay? It's like totally free to go there, and if you buy something, then you'll have something. So, we all win. Actually, I am just, very excited to be promoting my stuff because I make handmade clothing for whimsical women. So if that is up your alley, please check out my shop. It will not disappoint you. And if it is missing something that you're interested in, please feel free to message me. I am building on my collections as time goes on. Thank y'all for bearing with me on that section, and now we can move into just some more general try-ons and close her out.
This little number is made from a couple of old pillowcases. This gorgeous gown I made as a mock-up for my wedding dress, and that's not even close. Looking at the two pieces next to each other, I wanted to edit like some sort of Cinderella transformation, but this is the best that y'all are gonna get.
Okay, so the pants are made from thrifted curtains and the top is made from my wedding dress scraps, but I dyed the fabric brown.
And nothing, no closure for you.
This dress is actually made, I'm sorry. This dress is actually made from the same material as that mix and match set from earlier, but made at a completely separate time. And it is so comfy, it feels like pajamas when it's on, and now I'm gonna dance like a bird in a bird bath, I guess.
Couple years ago, I got me a little restaurant job and I needed a black dress to wear there, and I feel like, oh wow, I'm feeling a lot better. I really needed to split off. The dress on the left is just for personal purposes when I want to feel like a pretty lady. And it's made out of the same material as the pants in this next clip. I made the shirt because I just really don't have a lot of tops, and then the pants are a rollover style. Achoo! Sorry for sneezing in your ear. This superhero costume looking thing is supposed to be a play on one of Miss Frizzle's planetary outfits from the Magic School Bus. And the other outfit, I don't know, I just wanted to make something with a pointy hood. I just realized without context that might sound inflammatory. Think Magic Wizard, not Grand Wizard.
Now, this little pile is special because each one of these projects has a corresponding YouTube video for it. These two, but this is about my new videos right now. I can show you what those are all about a lot better than I can tell you, so I'm just gonna let that go ahead and roll clip. Finished the outfit inspired by Tyler. Oh yeah, and we need the iron set to the polyester setting. If you have it on cotton or something high, you will set this thing on fire. So that's what I did.
That unit is a woman.
A mass of conflicting impulses.
This is how the final dress turned out, and honestly, I love it. I feel like it totally blends my love of the original series and Futurama together, and now I have my very own velour man suit.
That was dumb, but I won't do anything like that again. Okay, I won't do anything like that again starting now. My faith in myself is starting to degrade, and I'm wondering if there was any point. Oh, I guess there was a point. Never mind. Appreciation of the effort that I put into. Hey, listen, nobody's perfect, and I would never, ever highlight people's mistakes like that, so I don't see why I should take the time to do that to myself. I think it came out gorgeous, and it is just the perfect size to be a domestic travel bag.
I was so excited to finally be wrapping this up that I did not turn it inside out first. So don't do that. That's not correct, but I spent $0.00 making this here teddy bear because all the charms, do you see that tear? Is that not, I can't believe I didn't do a close-up yet. Is this not the cutest? There's a literal tear on this teddy bear. Tear of joy, sadness, depends on the day. Well, that's about everything I've sewed so far. It's only approximate. I feel like basically everything I've ever made as a gift for people that was sewing is nowhere to be pictured, and obviously I wouldn't have that in my possession. Actually, there is one thing. So I made this backpack the first time I got COVID. I made this completely out of just scrap fabrics. I feel like a lot of the stuff I make has that same basic premise, but I mean, look how cute. And it's also kind of like a stretchy luggage because of the fabric choice, so get creative with them scraps. Somehow I managed to take a year to complete this here saga, but you know what they say about turtles and hares. Both are often made into soups that you refuse to eat because you had those as pets growing up? No, but I suppose that's true as well. I imagine you are expecting some sort of a lesson to tie together the frantic series of cutaways that you've just absorbed, but I am far and away too pooped to provide that for you, so I just hope that you had fun. If you did, definitely appreciate a like and a subscribe to my channel. Anytime you like my video, it really helps out my channel, and 1 like equals 1 less spam call per day. That really adds up. And if you subscribe, you will get 1 fresh baked cookie, and I actually can guarantee that one because in my next video we are going to bake them together and do a little sew along. This is a pile of already cut up versions of my grandma's old shirts. I've had these in my possession for like 7 years now, and I am going to turn them into an apron for my cookie baking sew along, so please join me next time. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great rest of your day. Oh my God.